Good morning. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. I am are such powerful words. I am are the two most powerful words in any language. And whatever you say afterwards, you're saying to your subconscious mind, you're telling yourself a story. I spent most of my life saying, I am so sick and tired of this or that or the other thing. And that ends up encoding in your subconscious mind, in every cell of your being, the story that you're tired and you're miserable and you're sick of something. And then guess what? Your brain, your mind, your body, you are always listening to yourself. And so you repeat those patterns. I know that's how I lived for a very long time, until I discovered how powerful those words, I am, really, really are. Say to yourself, I am. I am happy. I am blessed. I am God's highest form of creation. I am happy. I am healthy. I am all in and I'm doing this. When you decide that you want something really great for your life, something different than what you are, you have to start just telling a different story, first of all. Stop telling the old story of I am sick and tired and start saying, I am so happy and grateful now that I am on my way to perfect health. My body knows how to heal itself. I am strong, I am fit, I am healthy. I love life and life loves me. I am. I picked up the book, The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard, and his first chapter is I am. And the first quote from the Bible in this book, The Power of Awareness, is from Ephesians. All things, when they are admitted, are made manifest by the light. For everything that is made manifest is light. Neville interprets this as the light is consciousness. Consciousness is one, manifesting in legions of forms or levels of consciousness. There is no one that is not all that is. For consciousness, though expressed in an infinite series of levels, is not divisional. There is no real separation or gap in consciousness. I am cannot be divided. I may conceive myself to be a rich man, a poor man, a beggar man, or a thief, but the center of my being remains the same, regardless of the concept I hold of myself. At the center of manifestation, there is only one I am, manifesting in legions of forms or concepts of itself, and I am that I am. Who do you say that you are? I am that I am. If you say that you are happy and healthy and wealthy, you are stating to the universe that is the individualized representation of who you are, because I am cannot be separate, but you identify yourself as being whatever you say you are. Neville Goddard writes, I am is the self-definition of the absolute, the foundation on which everything rests. I am is the first cause substance. I am is the self-definition of God. I am hath sent me unto you. I am that I am. Be still and know that I am God. So let's just breathe that in for a moment. Let's take a moment to think about, who do you believe you are? Take a deep breath in and get settled into a quiet space, putting away all distractions. Just take a deep breath in and let that go. I am hath sent me unto you. I am that I am. Be still and know that I am God. Just breathe that in. Maybe you want to say that to yourself. I am that I am. Be still and know that I am God. I am is a feeling of permanent awareness. The very center of consciousness is the feeling of I am. I may forget who I am, where I am, what I am, but I cannot forget that I am. The awareness of being remains regardless of the degree of forgetfulness of who, where, and what I am. I am is that which, amid unnumbered forms, is ever the same. This great discovery of cause reveals that, good or bad, man is actually the arbiter of his own fate, and that it is his concept of himself that determines the world in which he lives. In other words, if you are experiencing ill health, knowing the truth about cause, you cannot attribute the illness to anything other than to the particular arrangement of the basic cause substance, an arrangement which is defined by your concept, I am unwell. This is why you are told, let the weak man say, I am strong. That's Joel 3:10. For by his assumption, the cause substance I am is rearranged and must therefore manifest that which its arrangement affirms. This principle governs every aspect of your life, be it social, financial, intellectual, or spiritual. I am is that reality to which, whatever happens, we must turn for an explanation of the phenomena of life. It is I am's concept of itself that determines the form and the scenery of its existence. Everything depends upon its attitude towards itself. That which it will not affirm as true of itself cannot awaken in its world. That is, your concept of yourself, such as I am strong, I am secure, I am loved, determines the world in which you live. In other words, when you say, I am a man, I am a father, I am an American, you are not defining different I ams. You are defining different concepts or arrangements of the one cause substance, the one I am. Even in the phenomena of nature, if the tree were articulate, it would say, I am a tree, an apple tree, a fruitful tree. When you know that consciousness is the one and only reality, conceiving itself to be something good, bad, or indifferent, and becoming that which it conceived itself to be, You are free from the tyranny of second causes, free from the belief that there are causes outside of your own mind that can affect your life. Isn't that interesting? We can get a vision of what we want, and we can say, wow, I would really love to live that way, the way the people on the other side of the city are living, or a different country. I would love to have that kind of lifestyle, but I can't because. Instead of saying, but I can't because, what if you just started to affirm, I am capable, I am intelligent, I am worthy of receiving every good that I desire. If someone else can do that, that means I can do that too, because there is no separation. There is only individual forms of the I am, and what you say to yourself, what you expect, what you recognize in you shows up in your outer world. It shows up as evidence of what you've been thinking, what you've been seeing in your mind, what you've been visualizing and getting emotionally involved with. Neville says, in the state of consciousness of the individual is found the explanation of the phenomena of life. Neville says, if man's concept of himself were different, everything in his world would be different. His concept of himself being what it is, everything in his world must be as it is. Thus, it is abundantly clear that there is only one I am, and you are that one I am. And while I am is infinite, you, by your concept of yourself, are displaying only a limited aspect of the infinite I am. Neville says, build thee more stately mansions, O my soul, as the swift seasons roll, leave thy low vaulted past. Let each new temple, nobler than the last, shut thee from heaven with a dome more vast, till thou at length art free, leaving thine outgrown shell by life's unresting sea. He goes on to say in chapter 2, he talks about consciousness. It is only by a change of consciousness, by actually changing your concept of yourself, that you can build more stately mansions. The manifestations of higher and higher concepts, by manifesting is meant experiencing the results of these concepts in your world. It is of vital importance to understand clearly what consciousness is. The reason lies in the fact that consciousness is the one and only reality. It is the first and only cause substance of the phenomena of life. Nothing has existence for man save through the consciousness he has of it. Therefore, it is to consciousness you must turn, for it is the only foundation on which the phenomena of life can be explained. So he tells us that what we expect is what we receive, what we believe to be true about ourselves, about the world, becomes true for us. If you believe that the world is a scary place, you're going to live in fear. if you believe that everything has good in it, everyone has good in it, and good is always flowing to and through you, that's what you will manifest. Neville says, if we accept the idea of a first cause, it would follow that the evolution of that cause could never result in anything foreign to itself. That is, if the first cause substance is light, all its evolutions, fruits, and manifestations would remain light. The first cause substance, being consciousness, all its evolutions, fruits, and phenomena must remain consciousness. All that could be observed would be a higher or lower form or variation of the same thing. In other words, if your consciousness is the only reality, it must also be the only substance. Consequently, what appears to you as circumstances, conditions, and even material objects are really only the products of your own consciousness. What you are consciously aware of is what shows up for you. So if you want something different in your conditions, in your circumstances, in your material world, you must raise your level of conscious awareness. Neville says, nature then as a thing or a complex of things external to your mind must be rejected. You and your environment cannot be regarded as existing separately. You and your world are one. Therefore, you must turn from the objective appearance of things to the subjective center of things, your consciousness. If you truly desire to know the cause of the phenomena of life and how to use this knowledge to realize your fondest dreams. In the midst of the apparent contradictions, antagonisms, and contrasts of your life, there is only one principle at work, only your consciousness operating. Difference does not consist in variety of substance, but in variety of arrangement of the same cause substance, your consciousness. The world moves with motiveless necessity. By this is meant that it has no motive of its own, but is under the necessity of manifesting your concept, the arrangement of your life. And your mind is always arranged in the image of all you believe and consent to as true. The rich man, poor man, beggar man, or thief are not different minds, but different arrangements of the same mind. In the same sense that a piece of steel, when magnetized, differs not in substance from its demagnetized state, but in the arrangement and order of its molecules. A single electron revolving in a specified orbit constitutes the unit of magnetism. When a piece of steel or anything else is demagnetized, the revolving electrons have not stopped. Therefore, the magnetism has not gone out of existence. There is only a rearrangement of the particles so that they produce no outside or perceptible effect. So why is that relevant? Neville says, when particles are arranged at random, mixed up in all directions, the substance is said to be demagnetized. But when particles are marshaled in ranks so that a number of them face in one direction, the substance is a magnet. Magnetism is not generated, it is displayed. Health, wealth, beauty, and genius are not created. They are only manifested by the arrangement of your mind. That is, by your concept of yourself. The importance of this in your daily life should be immediately apparent. The basic nature of the primal cause of consciousness, the basic nature of the primal cause is consciousness. Therefore, the ultimate substance of all things is consciousness. And your concept of yourself is all that you accept and consent to as true. What you consent to can only be discovered by an uncritical observation of your reactions to life. Your reactions reveal where you live psychologically, and where you live psychologically determines how you live here in this matter, this visible world. So your thoughts become things, the ideas turn to matter. So that really matters what you think about. What you believe and consent to as true is what shows up in your life. So if we go back to what is your vision, what is a deep desire that you have in your heart, when you get a clear picture of it and you think from the picture, you get yourself into a vibrational, energetic feeling, how you're going to feel when what you want is your life. You are magnetized to everything needed for you to live in that reality. You cannot look at a person who is wealthy and be jealous and resentful and say money is evil, and you would never be wealthy, because that would go against what you believe, that wealth is evil. What if you believed that being wealthy allowed you to do more good in the world, build shelter for the homeless, give more to your favorite charity, give nicer gifts to your loved ones, travel in luxury or backpacking, or however you would love to see more of the world? What good could you do with more wealth in your life? And practicing what it would feel like to be prosperous. How would that change your life? How would you feel if you had the time and money, freedom to do productive work and bring more good into the world, not just for yourself, every the world is constantly changing, but we are magnetically drawing to us what we are in harmony with. Our thoughts, our feelings, our actions, what we are using our consciousness for, shows up in our results. The way to magnetize yourself to health, to wealth, to love, to whatever it is that you desire, first you must become consciously aware of how that feels. And then magnetize every cell of your being to attract from wherever it is in the universe everything necessary to fulfill that picture. Your thoughts go out into the universe like a ripple. Even though you think in secret, you think your thoughts are invisible, they are going out into the universe. and bringing back to you what you truly desire when you're magnetized in the direction of love, health, joy, prosperity, everything that you will feel when your wish has been fulfilled, when your goal has manifested, when you are living the life you want. And when you're in that kind of a feeling, I am healthy, I am happy, I am prosperous, I am in love with life, the material things, you don't even care if they show up because you feel so great. And that's when the material things appear. That's when they show up, when you don't worry about the how or the what. Magnetize yourself to the feeling of your wish fulfilled. I am healthy. I am happy. I am peaceful. I am abundantly blessed. Be still and know. What is that feeling? Get into the vibrational energy of eagerly expecting your heart's desire. And as you do that more often, you become magnetized to what it is you desire. Write down, I am, and write down as many words as you can think of that reflect what you want. I am loved. I am happy. I am so happy and grateful now that I am living the life of my dreams. Magnetize yourself to that feeling of the results coming to you. I am, you are the individualized expression of I am. You might take some time to write your goal, but really get into the feeling of what it feels like to already be there. Create a wonderful day. Thank you for joining me in this morning mindfulness practice. I'll see you back here tomorrow morning at 7 for another round of morning mindfulness. And for my clients, I'll see you back here at 9 to talk about your infinite mind. Thank you.